Joining the show tonight, this man leads the rushing attack for one of the newest teams on the national scene in D3 football. He's averaging over 100 yards per game on the ground from Grove City College. Nico Flati. What's up, brother? How are you?
What's up? Good. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Great, dude. And that's just off the top there. And again, I don't claim to be a D3 expert, but Grove City is not a name I was familiar with heading into this year. You can bet your ass I know all about you guys now. Being able to follow you guys through your conference play has been a lot of fun and a lot of firsts for this team, dude. First time you've been 9-0, first ever
Yep.
NCAA tournament berth. You're playing for an outright pack championship, conference-wise, the first time since 1997 next week. Your challenge is to just not get caught up in all of that. But what a time to be a Wolverine and part of that squad, huh?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely exciting. An awesome group of people that we have here, awesome group of kids, and awesome group of coaches as well. What we have here is pretty special. So it's pretty sweet that like through 100 years of the school that we're getting a lot of firsts this year. So it hasn't really sunk in yet, but it's something special.
That's a crazy thing, too, is when you hear all of that, you assume, okay, this is maybe a fresh football team that joined the conference 5 to 10 years ago. This team has been around for a while. I think you've got over 500 wins in program history. Like, this team has seen success before, but now it feels like those are some program-defining wins that you're starting to stack this year, and this ship is only going to continue to go up and up and up. It's got to be a pretty exciting piece.
Yeah, very exciting.
Where are you at right now? I know you just got out of meetings.
Just right outside the building, like right outside the meeting place.
Okay, give us
I
a
could
peek
just
here.
flip it around.
Oh yeah. That's a nice little
That's where the
spot.
meeting would be.
Okay. I got you. Did someone give you a shiner up under your left eye there? What's going on?
Dude, it's just a little pimple or something. I don't really
No,
know.
dude. Come on, you got to give me a better story than that. Some linebacker came through and just took a shot at you. That doesn't happen though, does it?
Nah,
Nah.
we don't get touched. We don't get touched in practice
I love it.
or in the
We talk
game.
about the excitement. We talked about a lot of firsts for this team, man. Obviously, the team, the coaching staff, everyone in that locker room is got to be up on this. What about the school, and how have they been able to support you guys and come out and really get around this team?
Yeah, definitely. The kids are excited for our team, and all the teachers and stuff have been super excited for us because this is a lot of firsts that have been happening, like you said, and just the community is very excited. Everyone's coming out to the games. Uh, there's kids dressing up for Halloween and Grove
No
City
way.
stuff, which is pretty neat.
Did we
So
get any Nico Flati Halloween costumes?
yeah, no,
That'd be sick. Oh, that'd be so cool. How big's Grove City?
uh, it's not the biggest town, but I would say
As far as the
I don't really
school,
know.
the school.
Uh, we'll say like 20,000, man. Not really.
You say 20?
Maybe.
Oh shit. Okay, so
That's
you're a decent
pushing.
size. It's a
That's
decent size school.
pushing.
I got you. That's a guess. It's educated guess.
Yeah, it's a
But
guesstimate.
talking on the back on the ball side of things, you have the overtime win versus Case Western in week 3. That was obviously huge, but it felt like the
Yeah.
win at home over Carnegie Mellon. That to me is where, at least from an outsider, it started to feel like, okay, this is a team that could certainly go through and run the table as far as the PAC is concerned. And then from there, what was that game like, and was it as much of a turning point as maybe I see it to be?
That game, our defense stepped up phenomenally. Like stopping them on the 1 yard line when they're trying to get in with the Wildcat formation. Um, I mean, it was the defining win for sure because we knew that we could beat them because we beat them 2 years back, and it was more like we're going in good to great each rep, 1-0 each week, and we don't care who you give us against. We're just gonna go good to great each rep, 1-0 each week, and
Good to
it's
great
been
each rep. I like
happening.
that.
So like we put in that motto this year with Coach DiDonato, and it's been sticking with us this whole season, and it's been working. Um,
I'll
and we
say.
were just and we were just fixed on a vision of winning a PIC championship, and that's what we came here for. And it's been pretty neat.
Pretty neat is the potentially the understatement of the century, but I appreciate you at least putting it in that way. And that win's huge too because Carnegie had won the conference the last 2 years, and even though you guys had maybe usurped them in the past, that was definitely a big piece. And you talk about the middle of your schedule right there. I think you went Case Western, Carnegie, and then what was it, Washington and Jefferson maybe the week after, which was another really tight game. And when you're consistently able to come out on top and finish those close games against quality opponents, I feel like that's definitely a good characteristic of a winning football team and a team that has a chance to go far in the playoffs.
Yeah. So this summer we found, we got the schedules out, and it was going to be a tough September, and we knew that coming in. So we were just working hard all summer, working our craft, and we knew it was going to be a tough September. So when we were going into these games, we knew that we had to be good to grade each rep, which we were.
100%. And you talk about the defense a little bit, especially the stops in the Mellon game, but you guys have played a lot of complimentary football, not just in that particular outing. You're averaging over 5 more minutes in the time of possession game, which is obviously huge at any level. The defense has yet to let up 30 points this game. The offense seems to be really finding its stride. How has that grown over the course of this year? Because like you said, you get those trials early on, that kind of gauntlet in your schedule. How have you seen those both sides of the ball grow over these last couple weeks this season?
Yeah, so we've seen the defense grow from, the corners making plays. Obviously, Ben Bladel making plays all the time. And he's also making plays on special teams as well, which has been crazy to see. But guys on offense, people are stepping up. We had an injury in our offensive line, but the guy that stepped up, he's been stepping up great. And our receivers, they catch the ball whenever we need them to, and our backs run the ball with no turnovers. And just getting, we try to get 5 yards each rep, find green grass, get 5 yards each rep, and it's been pretty cool to see.
Yeah, 100%, man. And that's like just a lot of fundamental ball over there, right? Not trying to do anything too fancy, too special. You do your job. You do your, what's the coaches saying, the 111th, right? Everyone doing their 111th, and that adds up to be something pretty special. But that next man up mentality feels like, and you talked about it there, it's been a huge part of this team. And I'm just trying to read through a couple of the recaps and other things that it feels like there's been a lot of guys who have come into maybe some bigger shoes this year than they've had in the past. You've had some talented guys graduate in the last 1 or 2 years that maybe have won a lot of accolades. And now you've got some maybe younger guys coming into some big shoes and filling them. And it seems like they've done a great job of rising to the challenge. I know Shea, is it Aitken?
Yep, Shea Aiken. That's what I was thinking.
He's definitely been one of those guys, right?
Yeah, so he came in clutch during that Carnegie Mellon game, coming up with some picks and a sack. He was all over the game in that Carnegie Mellon game, and that was a big key to us winning. He's been pretty. He was a running back at first when he came in, and when they put him to corner, he didn't put his head down and pout. He just kept working his craft, and when his name was called, he did what he had to do.
There's been a lot of guys kind of in that situation, stepping into maybe some new roles for you guys over there.
Yeah, for sure. We can go with Luke Jolly, who's a offensive lineman. He's 6'7". He's been working his tail off this past 2 weeks. I mean, I've been running behind him. He's been doing really well because we had an injury at offensive tackle and guard, and he's been stepping up very well.
Yeah, that's big, man. When you can have people come in and continue that level of play, right? When you have that person come in at whatever position it is, and the level of play doesn't drop, and your team can continue to pick up right where they left off. But obviously, still a game to play. We're not looking ahead to the playoffs yet, even though you guys have clinched, which has to be a huge weight off your shoulders. Still 1 week. You've got Teal coming up this Saturday. Talk about what you need to do to get that one done.
Yeah, we just got to, again, good to grade each rep, 1-0 each week.
You love that shit, don't you? Oh, yeah.
It doesn't get old.
Yep.
But can't take anyone lightly in this conference.
Of course.
Even Teal. They've been better than they have been in recent years, racking up a few wins. But we're going to go in, do what we do, and we'll get that. If we win, we get this Mercer County Cup, which is like the county around here. So it's like We'll get that, and we'll see who we play on that Sunday, that selection show.
That's huge. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun experience
Yeah.
for you guys, man. And I think it's interesting, too, because Teal's in that position where I believe I saw the stat they've got like 3 wins this year, which is more wins than they've had combined in the last 2 seasons. And so now you're looking at a program that is extremely hungry. We talked about a statement win for you guys over Carnegie earlier in the year. And now you've got a team in Teal who they're looking for that win. They're looking for that statement win. You guys, just as it comes to find out, are in the perfect position. That's exactly how they're looking at you. The same way that y'all were, you've been on the other side of it. So I know you guys understand that feeling going into the game. You'll be prepared for that one. But another piece that I wanted to talk to you about a little bit are the bowl games, especially at the D3 level. I don't think a lot of people understand quite the implications because it's obviously different than maybe the FBS level and everything that goes into it. But looking at your win last year in the bowl, do you feel like it was important for you guys as a team to get that one extra week to just compete and to continue to fine-tune a lot of the things on both sides of the ball, and obviously head into the offseason with a decent amount of momentum because you did have a hell of a game that week? It was like 155 yards from you in the backfield too, so that had been pretty fun.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was put us up against anyone. We'll do what we do. Utica was a good team. And we've played Morehead State in the past, RPI. I think RPI was like in the Elite 8 like a few years back.
Yeah.
If I can remember.
They're legit.
So yeah, so these are legit teams that we play in the bowl games. So I mean, it's pretty cool to not only beat those teams, but like beat them by a large amount of points. So to show like the selection board that the PAC isn't something, we're not just what I want to say, like bad teams, like because they pick one person. They've been picking one team from the pack in the recent years. So
Yeah.
I think if we pick 2 teams this year, I know Carnegie Mellon could get in.
Shows
I mean,
a little
I
bit
feel
more
like-
depth in the conference than maybe people believe, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
No, that's big. And with the bowl games being said, and I'm sure that was a great experience for you guys, how awesome is it to be like, screw the bowl games, we're going to go play for the whole thing this year?
Yeah, I know.
That's going to be cool.
We've been saying the bowl games are nice, but we want something else. We want more. We were sick of just winning the bowl games. We wanted that pack championship that we've been working for, and we finally got it. So this story isn't over. We want to keep going. We want to make a nice run in the playoffs and hopefully ultimately win the whole thing. But we'll take it 1 week at a time, and like we've been doing. So we'll see.
No doubt, dude. No doubt. Try not to get any more pimples under the eye there. We're going to need a lot of
I
photos of
know.
you this postseason. All right. But that's all I got for you, Nico. I appreciate you taking a little time to come on here, brother. Thank you. And good luck this week. I'm going to be excited to keep following you guys, man.
Thank you, Kobe. Appreciate it.
Of course.